Do 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 do.
Boy, that was quick.
Yeah, that's my fast intro. Let me bring up the where's it at?
Good evening,
Playlists
everybody.
here.
And howdy doody time.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
give
really
everybody a
stuck.
few minutes to mosey on in. Here, let me go close my door real quick.
Man, I think it got up to 75 or 76 here today. That was nice.
Yeah, I wish it got about like that, but I think it got what low to mid 60s here.
Yeah, it's cooled off now. It's 61.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I
I think
still got to sit on the porch in a t-shirt right now.
um I don't know how high it actually got. I think 76 to 78, somewhere in that range.
Oh,
That's
wow.
crying
You was
shame
warmer than
when
me.
the north.
Yeah, it was nice. But
That's
tomorrow's
crying shame when the
supposed to
north gets
rain.
hotter than the south.
Well, remember that's how it was. You guys were
Yep.
cold.
That's how it was
Hmm
his summer last year. He had
Yeah.
more 100-degree days than I did.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
Now that is unusual for Ohio to be hotter than Georgia.
well,
Called it up.
it's
Oh,
been
hot
that
toe.
way for the last few years,
Yeah, I know.
and
That's why I believe the Earth has tilted a little bit more.
no, it's not that. But we won't talk about that right yet.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, okay.
um,
I know.
there there are things involved in it, but um,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
but what I want to go over today is the beginning part, and then probably about 15 minutes in, we'll switch over to uh,
The
what the
good stuff.
title is. Let me see if I can bring up. And I'm not going to play the videos or anything because I could get in trouble for that. Not saying that nobody would do anything, but
Well,
you
let's
never
wait till
know.
Wednesday. Wait till Wednesday and play them on mine.
um, see if we can bring this up. And if you go to my page and you'll see a playlist for uh, the seed challenge. If you don't see your entry video in there, email me and tell me because yeah, I'm having a hard time going through all the videos trying to find ones that are just for uh, the herb stuff.
Mm.
Okay, let me bring this up. I don't believe we can. Oh, I guess we can. That's about as big as we're going to get it. And this here is um, Garden Prep Survival Seed 2024. Um, doesn't oh, and this is Robert Bates. This is
Yep.
uh this is his.
Mm. He must have horses. I see watering troughs.
Oh no, that's that's what uh that's raised beds now. They make them
Mm.
without the bottoms so that you can
Yeah,
fill them up with what do they call it, hubiculture or no
yeah.
hubiculture, something like that.
Yeah.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah,
Or you
but
layer it up.
he he's showing off his garden with the snow out there already. um, Let me go ahead and switch over to the other one, and this is Gail. Oops, we're not supposed to play. There we go. Um, and she shows what kind of herbs she's gonna be growing. She's down in Texas, so she's already outside with her plants and everything.
Shoot, yeah.
Oh,
And she does a lot of container gardening herself. So that's always
Definitely
good.
comes in handy.
Yep. And here we have Grace Johnson with hers. Unfortunately, some of the seeds did get squished.
you sure a chicken didn't get some?
Well, believe it or not, I have to send out more seeds because somebody has a mouse in their post office, and it got into their seeds and ate them.
Oh no.
It ate through the envelope and ate the seeds. So I have to send some back. But I did get a good game plan for it. I'm going to wrap the little bags because I have these little bags that I put these in, and like with Grace's, I put air in there so that it would be cushioned, but it wasn't enough. They popped the bubble and squished the seeds. But I'm gonna wrap it. I'm gonna get a dryer sheet, and wrap it in a dryer sheet so the mouse won't want to eat it. Because it'll end up going back to the post office.
That's a crying shame.
I know. Don't they have like mouse
And no, I
traps?
did not release any mice at the post office, if anybody is wondering.
Oh, you know what? I should check and see if he's from Georgia. Let me see.
I don't go sending any cheese in the mail.
No. He's actually from Alaska. So he got his seeds pretty quick being all the way up there.
Huh.
It's interesting to see how they grow and stuff up there. I imagine you have to have some type of greenhouse set up.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like it.
And this is Cindy Squirrel off grid. And she's explaining about because she's already into doing tinctures and stuff.
Yeah.
She goes
She's pretty knowledgeable.
See here is them books over on the side there.
Mm-hmm.
She makes all kinds of different tinctures and different ways of making tinctures too. So this video by itself is a good video. It's an entry video for the seeds and everything. But like I said, it's a good video all by itself. And like I said, all you have to do is go to my front page, and right under the uploads, you'll see the playlist.
Bushcraft.
I added three more today.
You may want to check out Jennifer's post over here.
I have over 20,000 videos and pics on my iPhone to edit. Okay. If you go to the entry video I have an entry video to where you can just the best way is make an entry video and then follow the directions, put the hashtag and tags and all that stuff in so we can find it. And again, the Vineyard Chicks has a different one that is, I guess, a sister collab of the one what I'm doing here. So we're all doing it together, but they're doing 6 other seeds that they can send you unless you have the seeds yourself. But just make an entry video all that good stuff. And I think this one is Dee's garden. Let me move ahead of here. And already gone down. She's already got the plants going. And this is her urban tincture entry video.
Nice.
And as you can see, yeah, she's already going down. And then we have Crazy Irish. And I do believe this is her lemon balm one right there that she's showing where she's planting at. And this is her entry video. And then we got Rebel Canners. Let me see if I can. And she already does tinctures and everything, so it'll be pretty easy for her. She says she's got lemon balm that's already been growing for years. So it'll be real easy for her. So if you're just starting, we've got people with plenty of experience in making tinctures and growing the stuff. And that's Rebel Canners. And we have Dana B.
Dana B.
She got her seeds, and this is her entry video too.
Hello, Little Joe.
Hello. I can't see anybody when I'm on the other page flipping through videos.
Yeah.
So if anybody says anything, holler at me. And she's all ready to go with her seeds. And then we got Lake, and everybody already knows she's going down with her seeds. Her fish tank seeds.
Oh yeah, doing good.
Yeah. And we got, I do believe Garden State So. This is their entry video. And I forget what she was planting. I do believe it was I forget what she was planting. And we have Lori's World. She's got all kinds. She went crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Lemon balm, catnip, cilantro, oregano, lavender, tarragon.
Tarragon.
Yeah.
Nice.
All kinds of stuff.
If Lake ever comes up in chat, I got something to say.
And then we got Not for Nothing Homestead. And she shows some seeds, and she does have she kind of mixed them both in together, both seeds. The vineyard checks and mine at the same time. And we got My Alabama Life, and they're growing in the hydroponics systems.
Hydroponic system.
She shows how she plants them and everything. And we also have Jan. And
I like that image. It's funny.
And she's already growing.
Nice.
I think she's growing the beans and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And she has
A lot.
the lemon balm too, I do believe. And we have Ginger Ninja. And I do believe she did both of them at the same time. Both videos or or videos, both entry videos for mine and the Vineyard Chicks.
Now, does hashtag survival seeds 2024, will that link yours and theirs, or is yours separate?
No, it's all the same. It's all under the same
Okay.
hashtag.
All right.
So, like if you go to, and there's the oregano one right there, and she already had the seeds too. Yeah, if you go straight, hopefully it goes there. You can see all the videos.
Yep.
And that's why if I miss your video, email me and tell me to add your video, your entry video to the playlist.
And make sure you comment. That not only it helps the algorithm, but it also gets you an entry in the contest.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's at the end of every month there are prizes, and there are prizes for the viewers. There are prizes for the people who are growing the stuff, the collaborators. And there's multiple prizes. So it's just not one prize and then you're done. There's I think 4 or 5 different prizes now for each month.
Yeah, I think so.
And and I do believe there's a prize for just being at the live stream too.
Yeah.
At the end of the month. So it's well worth sticking around and growing stuff, or just commenting, because just commenting on a video from somebody that's growing something will get you a chance to win. I probably should have put a link before I close that. Let me go find the video here. I think this is the right one. Yeah. If you want to join, all you gotta do is watch that video right there. I know it's a big link, but just watch that video right there and follow the directions. There is also links there to the Vineyard Chicks, so if you want to do both, double your chances. And What Life won last week for the month of February.
Yeah.
I
One a gardening sleeve, I believe.
With his garden sleeves on.
If I get it, you'll see it. Hopefully it'll fit. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh. Says the video isn't available. Oh, that's interesting.
Try it again. Try it a couple of times.
I just clicked on it and I went straight to it. I don't know. Well, let me try share video.
Hello, Regina.
Try that one. That started right up for me too, so I don't know. If anything, just go to my main page, YouTube page, and scroll down. You'll see the collaboration playlist. Oh. Hey Regina, how's it going? Okay, so okay, that's good. Oh, yeah, there's a form. Just makes everything easier. There's a form. If you have seeds or you don't have the seeds, if you need them, me to send them to you, you just click on it. You put on all your information, and I'll send them to you. But okay, so
Robert, make sure they're legal.
I think 100 plants. Boy, I wish I had the area to plant that many. Okay, let me find the right image because I actually had to go in and get a different image because I had everything lined up for today. Now I don't know if you guys have heard, but there is a thing called a doomsday map, and this is where they're saying that we're going with this and everything. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit so people can see better. This is what is going to happen according to them. This is a doomsday map, and the water level is going to rise in certain areas and whatnot. And I'm just going to show United States right now because there is a lot of other stuff around the world that is important, but we're just going to go for United States. Okay.
That's interesting. That island over there to the left of the United States is called Lamora. And I was just watching something about that the other day, an island called Lamora.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what these are or I don't know. I don't know if this is an island popping up somewhere or not, but it's really it's really hard to get these, and they stay on the internet very long. But and these
Looks
are
like
put
my
out
house
by
is flooded
colleges
now.
and stuff like this. But as you can see, Louisiana's gone. I don't know how well you guys can see this either. So part of Arkansas is gone. You still have Tennessee, Kentucky,
Michigan's
Indiana
pretty much gone.
is kind of gone. Illinois is kind of halfway there. Michigan, sorry, 101. You're swimming right now. You can see up in here where look at Canada, where this all used to be land through here. Also, if you look here in Nevada, there is no Nevada. And
California is non-existent. It's an island.
well, we'll come to this part right here. There is quite a bit of California islands.
Yeah.
You remember there used to be a song about beachfront property in
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah.
There is now.
Nevada and Utah are gone.
Yep. Most of Colorado.
Most of Oregon.
Now we're going to switch. I'm going to go ahead and have to stop sharing that for a minute. Wish I could do these side by side. Let me find it. Now, I'm not going to mention the guy's name, but you can see on the map here. I'm going to blow this up as much as possible. Now.
Wow.
He owns that much.
Oh, well, the thing is, I had a map that showed the actual places where he owned.
Dang,
Right
he owns
now, it's
half of
just
North
showing the
Carolina.
states. the states
Yeah.
that he owns property in. Now we'll go to California. You remember those little islands?
1 acre
Hmm.
in New Mexico.
That he owns all that land where those little islands are. So
Really?
he owns
Really?
all those little islands that are left from California.
I believe it.
Nevada's gone, so he didn't buy nothing Nevada or Utah.
Right.
And if again, I can't show the map because it's been deleted, but it shows. Oh, I got to go over here. It shows right here where he owns all the coast, except around Phoenix area. He owns north and south, and down in here. I don't know if you guys can see that mouse. Now, some people say, well, Louisiana was, taken out by the floods and everything.
He owns the Beltway.
The biggest part of it was, but there is a what would be used as major port system through there is,
Yep.
and you can see where he owns the edges of Louisiana on both sides. It looks like he's had this plan for years and years of how this flood would separate the United States and how it goes up through here. And in Arkansas, he owns all alongside what would be the bigger Mississippi River. Same thing. Now, the only thing is, in Michigan, he owns only 2,000 acres in Michigan, which is the upper part to whatever's left of
The
Michigan.
lower.
That's
No,
kind of ironic
upper
how
right here.
everything he has bought
Yep.
is,
And I really, really wish I could show you guys the map of where he actually owns.
The grid, yeah.
Now, we'll go ahead and drop this one because we got another one to show you. Stop screen. Oh, here we go. Let me blow this one up. And you can see who owns this.
from 10,000 to 50,000.
Same exact scenario, except for they own a ton in Texas there.
Oh, great. Now they're in Georgia. We were safe from the gates, but not from the Ginas.
Yeah.
Man.
And
10 to
notice
50,000
they don't own
acres.
anything in what you call it,
Nevada.
or Louisiana,
Yep.
because Gates owns
Both
the
sides.
gateway up through the Mississippi there. And they own very little through here.
50,000+ acres. I wonder how much they own in Texas. That's a lot.
Yep. Quite a bit.
50,000 is enough by itself.
And you notice this here again.
Nothing.
Now, believe it or not, and I've done this video before, about you hear in the news about these rich people buying $1 billion bunkers and things.
What good they gonna do underwater?
They're not buying them where the water is. They're buying them where the land is. They're buying, like, Facebook dude. Hawaii. Hawaii doesn't get touched during this so-called doomsday thing, whatever happens.
Really?
And what they're saying is what actually happens is there's and I don't know if this is true or not, if it could happen, but it kind of doesn't make sense to me, but I'm not a scientist. They're in Antarctica. There's a section that is breaking off, and they said if it melts, sea levels will raise so many feet. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't know if that's just saying, "Oh, we'll make it rise another so many feet," and blame it on that iceberg or that chunk of ice. Because my thinking is, if you have an
Really?
ice cube in a glass of water and it melts, it doesn't go up and overfill the glass of water.
Exactly.
It's the buoyancy, it stays the same level. But I'm not a
I was just
scientist.
thinking the same thing. Yeah, that's what I would think. You got the same volume no matter what, you know.
Yeah. But
Um,
that's not saying they won't say, oh, that's why it,
yeah.
you know, and
Oh
they have
yeah.
the other plans of making something else happen. Because last few years, what has happened to the Mississippi? It's drying up, there's water going somewhere.
Hmm. Yep.
Thank you, great James.
Yeah, we've been seeing it unfold in real time the last few years.
Yeah. And then there's the strange weather things. Um
No,
China
we
China has deployed something that instantly froze birds flying in the sky. It
Yeah.
dropped like 80 degrees instantly. I mean that's it can happen, but it's extremely rare. And for this to happen uh, during their drought time, because that's another thing I've touched about it a few times. Uh, the rice that we're getting from there is going to be no more because they're going to be coming into a drought. That's why they've been stockpiling so much food and grain from other countries. Uh, China is not going to be able to produce any rice for a few years, so that means rice will be going up.
It's like the old saying, what does that have to do with the price of rice in China?
Florida,
I don't think
I
you
mean,
better say that no more.
a good bit of it disappears. There are a lot of places still left in Florida, according to this map. Now, I'm not saying this is a true map, but this is what everybody's basing everything off of.
Location, location, location.
Yeah.
Well, the biggest part of Miami, don't it disappear?
Well, that's way below right now anyway,
Yeah,
sea level, because it was all that's and I hate to say drain the swamp, but and they
yeah,
found out that that was bad because they remember the building that fell. It's because you create sinkholes and stuff when you mess with Mother Nature, basically.
true.
But yeah, um, I really wish I could have that image. I tried to find it again, and it's not out there no more because it shows by county. You can zoom in to each state, and you can see where he's purchased land in certain areas. Same thing with China getting land next to
It ain't there,
certain
Bubba.
military places. Not saying it was planned or anything, but yeah, it's one of those, as Lake would say, quinkadinky.
Coinkydink.
Yeah.
I know when you had it on the water when I zoomed in, and it looked like the area that I live in was underwater.
Oh yeah,
Like the Savannah River tripled in width.
yeah.
Time to move, boy.
Oh shoot!
Head for the hills.
Try to get in the boat.
I'd buy a pontoon boat right now.
Now
least
they
you
say
can
this would happen within a 2-year period.
Oh, that's dramatic.
Yeah, and
That's
you think, oh, that's plenty of time. That's actually pretty fast.
that's fast. Yeah. Mm. Wow. Need to look and see how much a pontoon boat runs me.
Oh, did they rule for China? Ooh, I didn't know that. I knew there was something going on because there's supposed to be a law stating that if you have ties in another country's military, you can't buy property so many miles from certain structures, which you would think that would be common sense. But then again, that's where they come up with, our court system.
Remember,
How
well,
they can, loophole this and loophole that.
I don't know if it was last year or the year before last. Remember that was the drone story where somebody had bought the property button up right next to one of our drone facilities. Remember that?
Yeah,
Seemed like a conflict of interest at that point.
yeah. All it takes, well, I'm not going to say much, but all it takes is just um, a 6x6 little device that would take things out when they take off.
And boom, you got a 38th parallel in America.
Yeah, and just seeing, and I'm still going to try to find out the the map that I wanted to show of of each county and everything, because you can zoom in and you can actually overlap uh, the doomsday map. And
It's
go ahead.
interesting it showed Nevada gone because with Lake Mead drying up the way it has over the last few years,
Yeah, here's these islands, and they've predicted this down to still having these islands here. And he owns every one of these. Could you imagine how much these islands would be worth if something like this would happen? And all this property right here along this new coast of Arizona.
beachfront property in Idaho. Wow.
Yeah. And you see,
Oregon's non-existent.
yeah,
Little
except for
piece.
well, no, I think the
So,
volcano's down here. I think there's another one up there though. Yeah, in Washington, the coast of Washington is gone.
Yeah.
So
Seattle's
all
gone.
this up here, you can see a little bit of Alaska has gone up here too.
It's weird how they have that island to the left and then the islands to the right of Georgia right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what these are. And here's one down here, too.
Pretty sure we've all heard a story, you know.
Yeah.
Well, wait a
The
minute.
lost city of.
Yep.
That's
Cuba's
Oh
what I
wow, look at
gone,
always
that.
said.
Puerto Rico, Jamaica, all that's gone.
Miami's gone. And Key
Yeah.
West.
Yeah.
And Panama City, Pensacola, Dayton.
Yeah. Dustin.
Yeah, Destin, yeah.
Well, now the way it looks where I'm sitting, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know,
You
I don't
might be
know. I
able to
don't look
fish from
good.
that front porch.
damn near.
I'm either in the water or I'm that little nugget attached to South Carolina right there. I'm not sure. I think I'm the little
Well, now
nugget.
I would be.
You little nugget.
Savannah's
Damn,
gone.
you are gone.
Yeah.
You know, but half of Georgia's gone.
Yeah. Good bit of it.
Yeah,
Might
Atlanta's
actually
still
get rid
there.
of Atlanta. I think
yeah.
Atlanta's more up there, isn't it?
Yeah,
Probably
it's
some of
Not right
Metro.
It's kind of like probably about an hour away from the foothills.
Man, like Myrtle Beach is gone.
Thank goodness.
Dirty Myrtle.
Look at
Wait a
Maine.
minute. Where's New York at? Lake.
Yeah.
You may be may be in trouble there.
She might have a lake in her backyard, though.
Man, somebody have lakefront property.
Yeah, really.
Man, that'd be something else, wouldn't it? Especially
Yeah.
like you said, within 2 years.
Yeah, Cleveland's gone, though.
Wow.
Like I said.
Where's Michigan? Okay, Michigan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You look at where Michigan's at. 101 may be safe.
I'm not sure where Detroit is on there.
He may be on the island, but he'll be safe.
Yeah.
Stuck on an island. He's not even connected to Ohio anymore.
Oh man.
If
you didn't have a boat, you couldn't get out.
Yeah.
101, I'd buy a boat if I was you. Be on the safe side there.
But again, you see this one over here.
Yeah. Oh, that opening up.
Yeah.
Hey, we better hurry up and quickly buy some land on the coast there.
It's already got.
Oh, it is?
You think it? Then you say that would happen within 2 years. You think about something like that happening that fast, the geographical and climate side effects from that happening, you know?
Yep. Like the north getting hotter than the south.
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay.
The impacts of something like that happening so fast. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, instead of lake having a bunch of lakes, it's going to be one big one at the top.
Ain't got to worry about that mountain no more.
What?
Definitely have an excuse to go fishing.
I was sitting here, I think it was early this morning or yesterday. I was scrolling through my videos. And I come up on one. This lady was in the kitchen and she holds up a square platter and there's music in the background. And she gets to dancing in this video. I'm going to tell you what, that lady right there, I bet you she got some moves on her. I think they called her Lake Fairy. But I noticed one thing, the pants that she was wearing, it looked like they were covered her feet completely. That's how she was able to slide around like she was.
Okay, Jeff, here you go.
Foods that are common if you grew up in Appalachia. Chicken and dumplings. Probably
Yep.
one of my favorite things. I just love
Yep.
chicken and dumplings. Soup beans. This is something that a lot of people don't know, but I thought it was a very common thing. But soup beans are just pinto beans. I personally like to eat ketchup in mine. Cornbread in a cup of milk. I know it might sound weird, but you just take a thing of cornbread and you crumble it up in a cup of milk, and it's so good. Trust me.
Yep.
Biscuits and gravy. It's like a cornerstone of Appalachia breakfast. Biscuits and gravy. Chicken livers. I personally actually really love chicken livers too.
What's wrong with that?
Pawpaws. I don't like them, but it's a fruit that grows around here, and they're called pawpaws. But
Never had them.
yeah, a lot of people
Yeah.
like them, but I don't like them. No. Salmon patties.
Oh yeah, salmon
We
patties.
usually just use canned salmon and rich crackers to make salmon patties.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I've
Treat it with
tried
everything.
everything she mentioned. I tried except for pawpaws. Never had one to my knowledge.
Really?
Yeah.
Picking pawpaws in the pawpaw patch.
Putting them in my pocket. The pinto beans with a little bit of ketchup. I've tried that.
That's the only one I disagreed with.
Now,
I mean, it's an acquired taste. Okay, I'll put it like that.
I got you.
which one of those has a stronger accent, Jeff or that girl?
I don't know. You know, just a southern woman, they have a little bit more twang to it. You know, the men, they have a little bit more of a draw.
Yeah, here's another one.
Okay.
I got a serious question, okay? Pretty serious. What do y'all call these?
Here we go.
Do you call them Vienna sausages or Viney Weenies?
Viney Weenies.
Because I know people who call them both, but what do you all call them?
Just like
I say
the-
Viney Weenies.
Both.
Even
I
though
heard people
it
call them
says
both.
sausage.
Case closed.
Because I know people who call them both, but what do you all call them? I say Viney Weenies. Even though it says sausage.
Case closed, Bushcraft. I win. They're Viney Weenies.
Yep, I heard people call them both.
Oh boy. I was scrolling through and she popped up and she was talking. She had that can of. I was, oh no, I'm never going to hear the end of this one. I have to say this one.
Well, I'm just glad you ain't brought the other one up that we had a long, what was it, 3-4 month discussion on. I'm not even getting into that one.
I gotta get some salmon patties now. We've been talking about them for too long.
Oh yeah.
Now,
I
I
think
grew
it's
up
good.
on salmon patties. Mama used to cook them at least once, twice a week, but it's got to the point I really don't care that much for them no more.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What is it? They don't taste the same the way they used to, or
That also, it's just, I don't know. Well, I reckon when you grow up eating something for so much, you just ain't crazy about it as you get older.
well, I don't know. I think it depends how it's cooked. Did you see True Grit this morning?
When
Making the
she
butter.
was making the butter, dude, I'm gonna tell you what, I would give $100 for that slab of butter she made just because it's yellow. You can't find pure yellow butter that tastes good no more.
Well, that's what he says.
That's their own milk,
He
right?
didn't, he didn't
Yeah.
want to have corn on the cob because he didn't want to have it with store-bought butter. He
Right.
said the only way I'm going to have it is you make butter.
Yeah.
I'll have the corn on the cob.
Yeah. And hey, look, to have grown up eating yellow butter, it's got a certain taste to it you cannot describe. But then again, you go to the store and you buy, let's say, the white butter they got, dude, you want to throw the white butter in the trash. It don't taste
Oh
good.
yeah. Once you had the real thing, yeah, it ain't no comparison really.
Exactly.
It's all watered down, and it's like it's a percentage of what it
Yeah.
should be.
Look, everybody says my body, my choice. Let me pick out the food I want to put in my body. Y'all pick out what y'all want to put in your body. Hell, we all going to die anyway, so why not die happy?
Well, the thing that he said that everything on the plate except for the little girl's chicken nuggets
Yeah.
was made right where they're at on the homestead.
Exactly. That's the way it should be.
The bacon, the beef,
Jaw.
the corn, the butter.
Everything. Yeah.
Everything. But now see here where I'm at, this county, we're not allowed to grow hogs, to raise hogs here in our county. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't know why I've not gotten into it, but
stupid zoning.
You know, a lot of it has to do with zoning. You know, North
Zoning
Carolina
restriction.
produces a lot of pork to keep the smaller person from producing it, so they can bring in the big factories and do it.
Yeah.
well, now Chatham County is a big producer in chicken. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. I would like to say, and I may be wrong, but I want to say Chatham County is one of the biggest producers, in chicken here in the state of North Carolina. Like I said, I may be wrong with that.
Can y'all have chickens or no?
We can have chickens as long as we don't raise chickens.
Okay.
Because
You can have them, but you can't raise them.
Like have
on
babies?
account of diseases.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
You already got to have them.
Right. Now, if I raise chickens, I cannot have pet chickens. Okay. On account of the pet chickens may have a disease that'll get in with the litter.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Shoot, chickens are one of the biggest eliminators of litter and stuff like that. Certain stuff.
Dude, there's look, YouTube has done got stupid. Okay. When I first started, there was a little bit of sanctions going on. You could say just about what you wanted, but you could get away with it before you got in trouble.
Well,
now you
I
can't even say that.
I really don't think it's I wouldn't put all the blame on YouTube because it used to not be this way.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody got in office and it changed.
Well,
because before
I'm gonna say it like this.
It was
And
different.
I'm gonna say it like this.
Yeah.
And I know I'm gonna piss some people off, but oh well, life goes on. That's what you voted for. That's what you got. You
Yeah,
know,
I think
if you don't get out and vote, you might as well say you voted for the one who's in now.
because we seen what was involved in Twitter stuff. You can imagine it's with the other ones too.
Well, I've said this quite a few times, and I'm going to say it again. Okay. Right now, all we're hearing is Democrat, how bad they are, how bad this is, how bad that is. I don't give a flip if you are Democrat or if you are Republican. There is bad on both sides. Right now, it's Democrats. You give it a few years down the road, the shoe is going to be on the other foot. It's going to be Republicans.
Everything north of Richmond
and south of Baltimore. You know, I mean, I can take a stand on either side, but where I'm taking my stand is this right here. I don't give a flip if you Democrat or if you are Republican. As long as you are for the people, for the country, for the family, for God, and don't have to be in that order, my vote's going for you.
Well,
period.
See, that's the thing is nobody knows nowadays. They're half blind and or don't care or
Blind in one eye and can't see out the other.
who knows. It's crazy how I don't want to call, I hate the word stupid, but it's gotten that way to where it's almost you ask somebody a question about something and they like about Biden, he's wonderful, he's doing this and he's doing that, and but they can't come up with one thing that he's done. Oh, he's brought us together. No,
well, he has done that.
He's brought us he's made it further apart because he's against the what he calls them megas.
Yeah.
Magas or megas or however he says it.
Well, now, Bushcraft, what? Please do not answer this one, but just out of curiosity, how many moons does Earth have? Okay, you can go on.
To my knowledge, I think one. If there's more, I'm uninformed. I'm unaware.
Thanks a lot, Bush. What you gave the answer away.
We'll edit that out. I'll never know.
Okay. But no, flat out, we as society, and I'm going to say it's not really their fault, but our age group are the ones who is kind of responsible for what's going on, because we should have took the time out of our lives to teach the younger generation. But we got wrapped up in work, money, and that's about the only two things really there was. We got wrapped up in work and money, and we neglected our home. And now it's telling on us. So as far as putting all the blame on the younger generation, you need to kick your own self in the tail. What we must do is we must fix or start to fix what is wrong now. And that is to teach our young generation, even if you have to pop them upside the head a couple of times. You know, okay. In theory, to make somebody understand. Now, I will admit, there are a few, they are far and in between, a family who, excuse the language, damn good families, okay? They teach their youngins the true value. And this is one of them. And I'm going to say Vineyard Chicks is another excellent family.
Oh yeah, great
You
example.
know, yeah, that's the word I was looking for, example. You know, but there comes a time when a youngin will hit a certain age. They know everything. You don't know nothing. I've gone through it. I've been through it. I know what I'm talking about. I hit a certain age. Y'all don't know nothing. Now, I wish they was still alive because, boy, there's a whole bunch of questions I'd love to ask. And I went through that with my youngins, you know, not as bad as what I put my parents through, but still. We've just got to sit down. We've got to take time with our family, teach them what's right, what's wrong, teach them what commitment is, what loyalty is. And for men to teach your sons how a woman should be treated, and for women, for a girl to, you know, I don't want it to sound this way, but to take care of their men, you know, like that, to cook for them. And trust me, I'm not trying to make this sound dirty and nothing else. But before I get into much more trouble, time for me to hush up.
So I do let my cream, I skim this off our fresh milk. I let it come to about room temperature. Seems to make butter a
Look
little
at the color of
quicker
this
that
butter
way.
when
So,
she gets done with it.
you may help you with that one.
No,
Do
I'm
it
trying.
carefully.
I think you can pour a little out.
Okay.
Then I'll pour the rest.
All right.
Okay, that's perfect.
Got it. All right.
I bet
Now
you she
that's
wears
full enough.
pants
Yep.
between her and
That
her
right there is
brother.
about as full as we want that because it's going to be slinging every which way. So I do this on the puree button on my food processor. Right there.
So I'm gonna get my Kubota cranked up here. I'm gonna be using the little.
Okay. He's just doing
Yeah.
yard work. I'm going to skip to the butter business. And pay attention to what she says in
Yeah.
this.
All right, so we've got separation. That was about 3 rounds on the puree. Skip it with that. No, skip it with this.
Can I do it by myself?
Put it in nice water.
She's the boss.
Perfect. See there? Good job.
It's good she wants to learn and do it too.
Back
Yeah.
when I was getting lots of milk from Dale, Maggie always
Here
I
it
think
is.
you're going to have to
made
take
my
that
butter
out.
for me.
I
See?
think you're going to have to take that out.
Well, the little girl makes the butter.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, and they enjoy this. That's the thing. When
Yeah.
Now you get a family that's their mom and dad both work, and I'm not saying they don't, but that's beside the point. But you get a family that's in a city that works, both the mother and father work. The kids, they don't do anything. They stay at home, play video games,
The
sit in
street
front of
kids.
the doot thing. And their parents probably think, oh, this little girl's being abused because she has to make butter, and they go out and do gardening and stuff like that. But it's the total opposite. They want to do this because they've been raised that way,
Yeah.
and
That's
they
not
enjoy
abuse.
it.
That's respect and commitment.
I need to work on it for a second.
What?
Get some of this extra out of here. Now I'm just going to work it a little bit, rinse it under some cold water. This is our buttermilk for cooking that we'll keep here.
Yep.
Nice.
So first I'm going to try to make this all into one.
Man, that made a lot of butter.
Yeah, you did.
I put too much
And you
water.
got
What was
butter.
that? About a half a gallon of milk? A little over?
Yeah, something like that.
I think it was a half
Going.
gallon.
That's what I'm going to do.
See if I can work a little more of that milk out of it.
Oh no, it was almost a gallon
I need that
actually.
salt.
3/4 of a gallon.
What?
Because it was the one was full and the one was almost full.
Fourth.
Put me on
Yeah.
the sponge right
Little. Little. There's on the
And I think those
That
those
butter right
jars are
there,
half-gallon jars.
What is
Yeah.
that thing?
there. Give me a little more. It's still come
Is that the milk that she milked from a cow earlier that day?
And you're
Yeah.
trying to put a little toe.
Okay.
She been skimming the cream off the top.
All right.
We only need to put a little. Right?
Yep.
It's on or not?
Yeah.
It's on.
So you just
I
have to
still
watch
think
butter because
you-
my water is not real cold out of my sink.
Now, I want honestly, how many people has made their own butter from milk that they've
Got
gotten from
cow.
their own? It doesn't even have to be their own cow. Fresh milk that they got from the cow.
Heavy whipping cream.
No, that's
I
not.
haven't.
That's from a store. I said, how
Yeah.
many people has made their own butter
Okay.
from a cow that they've milked?
Well, my grandparents did.
I know my parents did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's just. Oh wow.
Now,
Now, I don't want to
Okay.
seem mean or anything, but that little girl does.
Yeah.
don't even go there.
I haven't done it since I was wee little. I know you can go to the store and get the milk, and you can shake it in a jar for a half an hour.
Forget that.
It's like a shake weight.
half an hour. But again, that is store-bought milk with all the
Yeah.
chemicals and additives in it.
Yeah.
Well, see, I was going to say, last time I made my butter, I made it with heavy whipping cream. Okay.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
butter did not come out yellow like that.
Oh
And it-
no.
Like crap. Biggest part of it got thrown away. You know.
Man, but that's some good butter though.
Carol Z, you teach me how to milk a cow, I would have some butter. I don't even know how to milk a cow.
You don't know how to milk a cow?
No.
Oh. It's not, well, it's not as easy as it looks.
I know it ain't.
Yeah. Everybody thinks you just pull on it. You have to kind
Work it
of,
now.
I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like a, I don't know.
Don't even go there.
I imagine it's a process to it for sure.
Yeah.
There is.
So that's why I do the ice water first, and you can tell it makes it start melting as soon as I start working on it. So I have to make it kind of quick. It doesn't take long.
I think it's time for us to pour that water
Pappy Two Bears.
on. Donnie made
When I
us
went to
butter.
my grandmother's, I never went in.
Here.
From Candy, not from Belle.
Kind of
Beautiful
looks
stick of butter headed to the fridge.
You know why, Jeff?
because it ain't no preservatives or nothing, chemicals in that butter.
No. Why you weren't allowed to go in when your grandmother was milking?
No, I didn't go in because no. Pappy Two Bears said that when he would go to his granny's, when they walked in the house, his grandma would give him a jar of cream to make butter. See, the reason I did not go into my grandmother's house because I knew she would put me to work, and I went over there to play with neighbors.
Oh, well, I thought you meant why you wouldn't go allowed to go in when she was milking.
Oh no,
A lot of times, if you watch when she was milking that
Jersey.
the Jersey, yeah, he was way behind with the rope.
Yeah, holding the leg.
That leg, because it'll interfere with they get nervous when there's people standing around.
Yeah. But
And
at that time,
that's not every cow, but it's a good majority of them because you never really see a bunch of people standing there watching somebody milk.
no,
You'll really only see the person milking because sometimes it confuses them and whatnot.
well, now the reason that cow was getting ornery is because she wanted her calf.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm not saying this with every cow, but like you said, most of them.
Yeah, and she's not used to milking either, because
No.
the price goes up if they're easy to milk. And that's what
The
they said.
reason
They
have
bought that one really cheap because it was harder to milk.
no, it wasn't trained to be milked yet. They trained
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they've been milking it in the open in the stall, which is really hard.
Which is also dangerous.
Yeah.
And never walk behind one when it's being milked either. You
No.
may see the moon. The dairy here has only women milkers. That's because they have warmer hands than guys do.
Got a couple.
I had to go milk when we needed milk. I had to walk up the hill to the neighbors and go milk the cow.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You just don't go up there with a bucket of water or a bucket and start. You have to clean the udders and all that stuff, and you gotta
Open water.
If it's a dusty day, you have to spray the area down, because all it takes is a little shuffle of the feet and dust is up all over the place, and your milk is
Tainted.
got a whole bunch of stuff in it.
Oh, tell the audience the main reason she was straining that milk. when she was pouring it in the jar.
Oh, it's because you get hairs and a speck of dirt in there will spoil your milk.
Yep. And just think about it. You turning up a fresh glass of milk and look down in there and there's some cow hair in there. Yeah, I mean, you kind of lose your thirst for milk right quick.
Nah. The only thing I don't like is when there's actually poop in it. Hair is not that big of a deal because
Well, for people like us, maybe not. But you got people up in the city, they,
but
they freak out when there's a hair floating around in the air over their food. They'll freak out.
well, the thing is, the stuff that they get from the store is worse off than that hair.
Dude, I wasn't going to go there, but you are 100% right.
The there's a video, if it's still out, and this is Walmart, the brand that you get at Walmart, the cheap stuff. Them filling stuff in there. I'm not going to say much of what it is, but it comes from a tree, or it is a tree that they use as a filler. They use it as a filler.
Got wood?
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, you done a thing on Walmart milk. And I told you I didn't have a problem with it. I could drink it. Well, as the years went on, it got to where the more milk I drank from Walmart, the more it tore my stomach up big time. Now, I can go to Food Line. I can go to Piggly Wiggly. That's the only two grocery stores we got around here. And I can buy milk. It's going to cost a little bit more.
Yeah,
dude,
it does.
I'm going to tell you what. That's some of the best. It tastes more like cream than it does water, colored water.
And that's like the Walmart butter. When you're making stuff with it, it's a percentage of it is just water.
Yeah.
They mix so much water in there, and then they put it in the cooler, and it sticks to that butter, and then when you melt it, you got a bunch of moisture in it all of a sudden.
Yeah. Got soggy toast.
I mean, really, it's like this. I really don't want to put Walmart down, but it seems like it's an open book for me. But yet, you take and you deal away, you get rid of all the Walmarts around. You're going to have mom and pop stores reopening back up. They're going to be slapped through the roof, in prices. The only good thing about Walmart is they are helping keep prices down. I will give them that. That's all.
For people who want to buy that the trash.
I didn't say that, but they are keeping the prices down.
Again, on the trash food.
Yes, exactly.
The stuff that you want to eat that is healthy is going to be is higher anyway.
True.
So all they're doing is keeping prices low on the bad stuff.
Well, you go to Walmart and buy a can of, now, yes, I'm going to say it, vein of weenies, and you go to Food Line and buy a can of vein of weenies. It's going to be the exact same thing. Well, if you buy the same name brand,
their Their what do
Good
they call
meal.
it? What's the brand Walmart calls
Great
it?
Store
value.
brand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great value. If you buy store brand stuff, then yes, Walmart is cheaper. They water their stuff down biggest part of the time. But I have seen walked in a few, I can't think of it right now, but where they make, let's say dog food. Okay. Now, they'll make a certain name brand dog food. Well, a certain store will want the same dog food, but it would be under their store brand. So you're buying the
yeah.
same food, but just different bags. You know,
Yeah,
I have seen
well, the majority of companies do that. They have
right.
multiple brands under their name.
And like we just think of like Walmart, but Walmart's got a whole bunch of other stores that's under them by different names, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. They really do, man. And that's wasn't it you that went down that rabbit hole, Bushcraft?
yeah, with the feed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it goes on and on and on. But
And your Sam's Clubs and your the neighborhood Walmarts, you know, it's just like a grocery store.
yeah. And I will say this, Walmart used to be the cheapest around. Now it's getting to where, okay, we went to Walmart one month and bought groceries, no meats, no dairies. And it was 300 and some dollars. We went to Food Line the following month. Now, trust me, we didn't buy half the stuff that we bought, but it was less than $100, and we walked out of there with more bags from Food Line than we did from Walmart.
that's I don't you can't go shopping like you used to. You used to go and do all your shopping at one time.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah,
And you wouldn't have to go back to the store anymore. Now
true.
you have to go when sales are, and
Yeah.
this store has a sale on hamburger. You go over there and get it. You go over there and get chicken. You know,
Well, now I'm
it's
gonna stop you right quick on this. When me and Dixie got married 44 years ago,
45.
no, we've known, okay, yeah, 45. We've known one another 45 years. But when we got married 44 years ago, we moved into our own apartment the very first time. Never been to a grocery store. We had to buy everything: salt, pepper, toilet paper, paper towels, ketchup, you name it, we had to buy it. Okay. We
I
went
didn't
to
know
the
they had
grocery.
that stuff back in them days.
Oh yeah, I mean, sometimes you had to step on the tomatoes to make the ketchup, you know.
There you go.
But we walked away with a trunk load of groceries, a back seat, and half a floorboard full of groceries. I'm gonna shock y'all. 45 years ago, I got the bitching and griping. $65
Mm-hmm.
for that. But let me tell you what we done. We took a week of newspapers and we went through the sales ad. You know, let's say you had sale for hamburger at Food Line, 30 some cents a pound. You go to another grocery store and
Well,
it had
that's
different
the
types.
thing. There was
You know,
more grocery stores back then too.
exactly. But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is back then we used coupons. Okay.
Yeah.
Now at the
Double
age
coupon
of
days.
sometimes triple. But now we are in the age of computers. You don't have double and triple coupons. The only ads is what they want you to have, because I figure it's getting outdated at that store and they want to hurry up and get rid of it. That's how I look at it. I may be wrong.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I said now you just can't go one day and get everything, because
No.
you have to wait because there's not as many stores, so only one will have a sale this week. Maybe the next week somebody else will have a sale.
Yep.
And you have to, and you get the ads, but sometimes it's nothing that you can afford anyway. Like, the prime rib or something, like, well, we can't afford that, so we're not going shopping this week.
Dude, this one, back then, that's when hamburger tasted like hamburger.
Oh,
you know, you take a bite of hamburger now, unless you're starving, you throw it away and wonder what that was that you ate.
I remember going
vitamins and hair color.
Going to the store with my mom, and they would be out of a certain sale, and she would get a rain check. Remember those?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's non-existent. Rain checks and layaway.
And you remember the green stamps?
S&H green stamps.
Yeah.
Somewhere around this house, we got some
toasters and all kinds of stuff.
That in our town where we lived at, they had an S&H green stamp store.
The store, yeah.
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 Like food stamps.
I don't know if they had them up north or not. I don't know.
No, what it was is I don't know.
I mean the store itself.
Yeah.
Because I only remember them down south.
But I don't remember what store gave out S&H green stamps, but you would get books of them. You would get books, but you had to put the stamps in it.
Yeah.
And when you got
you had to lick them. You had to lick them, put them in there.
Yeah. But if they had a store, you just walk in there with the store, you let the cashier see how many stamps you had, and then you go shopping. It's about like a Dollar General or Family Dollar or something like that today. But no cash. It's only S&H green stamps.
Yeah, I remember you could people coming out of the store, you could say, I only need 20 more stamps to get this thing over here. And they say, oh, okay. And they give you stamps and wait for the next person to come. I only need 20 more stamps to get this thing.
And you could always tell the women when they got the stamps. I mean, it'd be something like a mile of stamps
behind them.
What time period was this? Do you remember?
Oh, what? Late 60s, early to mid 70s.
Oh yeah, that was definitely before my time.
There might have been some in the 80s, but I don't remember too much of it.
I don't either. Not in the 80s.
When they had they actually had the store where you could go in there and take your stamps in there and buy a new toaster or all kinds of different appliances and stuff.
Kind of like how they did the UPC codes and stuff, like in the 80s and 90s with prizes.
Yeah. But every time you go in, you would, so much money that you would buy, you would get stamps for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there was double coupon day or double stamp day.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Man,
my mom would know about that.
Stamp day, on double stamp day, they'd be jam-packed, boy.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it, that if you use your S&H green stamp, if you was to sit down and added up how much you spent on the stamps, come to find out that toaster probably costed you $50. And if you went to the store and bought it, it'd probably been about $5, $10.
Yeah, but you were that was the gimmick.
Yeah.
You were spending the money anyway for groceries. But
Yeah.
Do you
some of the things,
remember?
were expensive. I actually
yeah.
got a because I was, asking people when they come out of the store for 20 or 30. I was saving up for a BB gun. What do they call them
Yeah.
now? Daisy?
Daisies.
Yeah. Daisy air rifle.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the one where you keep pumping up. It was just the one.
Like the
frame.
Red Rider. Like the
Yeah.
Red Rider lever action. Yeah, they had
Yeah.
daisies like that.
They got every kind of variety you can think of now.
Now, I do remember this right here. The only dishes we had was when Mama would go to the grocery store and spend so much, she would get a free type of dish.
Yeah. Or
like
pans.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. And it got to the point we had good dishes.
That was McDonald's monopoly, but they had to get rid of it because there was a scandal about that. There was somebody that worked at the place that gave somebody else the winners, and they would
ruined it for everybody.
They would go to somebody and say, "Hey, you split this with me, you can be a winner," and they would split it with them until they got busted, and they ended up shutting the whole thing down.
Yeah, they did.
That's when I did eat McDonald's, dude, but I did get a lot of free fries and cheeseburgers, though. Man, I'm like, yeah, shoot.
Dude,
Yeah, but
look,
it keeps you coming back,
I think each and every one of us up here would say, back in its time, at one time, Burger King was good. At another time, Hardee's was good. And then McDonald's was good. I remember, well, not too crazy for Burger King, but it was either McDonald's or Hardee's, back in the day. My youngins coming up, they love McDonald's. They wouldn't touch Hardee's. Me, I liked Hardee's.
Yeah, Hardee's is not that old, though. Or I mean, that it doesn't go back that far. It used to be.
Hardee's goes back to when I was a youngin.
Really?
Yeah.
They had, it used Carl's Jr. bought them out.
Well, now Carl's Jr. was on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Okay. We down here, to my knowledge, we don't have no Carl's Jr. We only got Hardee's.
No. It's the same thing now.
Yeah. It's like a Checkers and a Rally's.
Carl's Jr. are in one.
Yeah.
But I mean, I remember 5 or 6 years old, McDonald's and Hardee's. That was the only two around. And I remember when we would go to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, there wasn't a restaurant nowhere in that town. And now there's one on every corner, it seems like.
Oh, yeah. It's one of everything now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why, because it's from North Carolina. That's why they're Hardee's.
Well, I wasn't going to say this, but my daddy and the founder of Hardee's used to run around together. And I didn't know that until his lateral years.
Greenville, North Carolina.
That's at the coast.
That's where it was founded.
Yep.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Figured it was a southern thing. You know, they had the biscuits and gravy.
You damn right. And they still got
And
some of the best biscuit and
it was
gravy.
actually before McDonald's.
Really?
No,
Yep.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Told you so.
Or
Darn it,
well, y'all probably.
yeah.
I don't know if y'all got them up there, but I remember Crystal Burgers. They used to be good. Man, I used to eat a
Yeah.
whole sack full of those things.
Yeah. I get $20 and go to town.
Man, feast like a king.
I've heard that name, but I've never been into one.
We're
Yes,
talking
Pete
about
Charming.
we're talking about restaurants. We're not talking about eating anything.
Yeah.
Well, now wait a minute. You can't go to a restaurant and not eat nothing.
Well, are you
I have.
eating there now? We're just
No.
talking about the restaurant.
Okay. But I'm
We're
gonna
not
get up
talking
in the
about
morning
food.
and
We're
want
we're
breakfast.
talking about restaurants.
I'm gonna get up in the morning and want to go to Hardee's and get me a biscuit and sausage gravy now.
Never tried their
Yeah.
biscuits and gravy. I'm gonna have to give it a shot. See if it's worth it.
You never tried biscuits and gravy from Hardee's.
No, I've had their biscuits a bunch of
in the
times though.
South. Why go
Man,
to
I
a
ought to
fast
come
food
down.
restaurant to eat biscuits and gravy?
Wait a minute. You hold on for a minute. What am I gonna have to come down there and kick you in the behind to make you go to Hardee's and get biscuits and gravy?
Just ain't never tried their version, you know. I'm gonna have to give it a shot. See if it's worth
Go,
promoting.
go try it. It'll be worth it. You gonna come back and say, man, Bushcraft,
It's
yes,
fast food.
Hardee's.
Enough said.
I'm not winking.
No,
I'm
it
not
is
winking.
good food.
No.
I don't know what they put in y'all's up there, but it's
Man,
good down here.
I don't know.
I'd
I
rather
put
go
Hardee's on the ban list.
Yeah,
to
well,
a
put it up for
restaurant that actually made biscuits and gravy over
Just
fast food.
do not go to the same place 101 got his biscuits and gravy.
Well, they really don't make it up here, so I don't.
Then how do you
haven't found
know
a
if it's
good.
good or not down here?
I haven't found a good place up here that made good biscuits and gravy.
Okay,
I can
you're up
make
there.
it myself.
You're up there. We're down here. I'm telling him where to go to get some good biscuit and gravy from
Not
a
Hardee's.
restaurant chain. Hardee's ain't bad. They pretty good. I'm not
Luckily,
saying they the best. I'm just saying they pretty good compared to McDonald's, Burger King.
as far as fast food goes,
I don't do McDonald's and Burger King have biscuits and gravy?
yeah,
I
don't
think
give them an idea.
McDonald's is just starting.
Oh,
Yeah, they need to just
wouldn't
end
get
it.
it anyway.
Now, if you mention
What? Oh,
This is unheard of.
God, grape jams, please.
It's preposterous.
That's an insult to all
see,
Southerners.
they don't have it up here though. There are a few places that will have it, but
It's
they're
like
not.
grits.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no such thing as grits up here.
See,
They'll
Really?
say, "What the hell's a grit?"
Grape jams. Never had it ever. Blame Dad. Dad, what's wrong with you? But I will tell you this right here. It is very fattening.
oh, it's good. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is good. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you making it, okay, the first 20 or 30 times, it's gonna turn out different every time. It's either gonna be way too thick or it's gonna be way too watery.
Well, you gotta learn to make the biscuits first, and then
Yeah, shoot,
then
yeah,
work
that's the
your way
hardest part.
together.
That's
Yeah,
I
we
true.
think
can wing it on the gravy.
the gravy is the easy part.
Vineyard Chicks, you and your whole family come on down here. I will make you a Southern tradition sausage gravy biscuits, homemade.
You don't want a good gravy and a bad biscuit, or vice versa.
Oh no, 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 no. That's like burning damn, what is that? Garlic and saying it's good.
I love it.
You love burnt garlic?
Well, not burnt garlic, but garlic in
That's
general.
that's what I'm talking about.
Maybe some garlic crisps. I don't know. That's a thing. It's like having an amazing cheeseburger and you burn the fries.
Yes. Or chili cheese fries and you burn the fries there
There
too.
you go. You had one job.
Then grape jams, give me a 3-day heads up. Now let me see. There's 3. There'll be 5 of you, right? Okay.
There you go. There's what you want.
Now the wife
That's
can
a
make some mayonnaise
biscuits and
biscuits.
gravy recipe.
There you go.
Who's doing that? Biscuit
True
gravy.
grit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
okay. That'll work.
She'll make a good one. I ain't
This
even
is
seen her make it,
from
but
the
I know.
biscuit all the way to the gravy, homemade.
Let's see.
Eat a whole
Today's
pan of 'em.
Monday. So it'll be when. Come on.
Man, if I had some more sausage, I'd make some tonight.
Well,
I
even
found
bacon.
something out too.
Just bacon gravy is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even want to set myself up. I'm gonna expect the sausage in it, you know.
Hamburger gravy is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
SOS.
Well, I wouldn't go on that route, but yeah, it's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You see what? Okay, grape jams. Okay, I saved it. I will watch it later. And if I make it, I will ask the girls for a short video. First time eating biscuits and gravy. What she's going to do is she's going to experiment with it and try it on the girls. And if they go to the hospital, she ain't going to eat none.
I think it's going to be a new thing. It's going to be a success.
Yeah. I can just hear it now.
Oh,
We
red eye
eat
gravy.
biscuits and gravy 5 days a week now.
Edith mentioned something I ain't had in years. That's red eye gravy.
Oh
I ain't
yeah.
had
Coffee.
Was that with coffee in it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Overnight coffee too.
The older, the better.
Yeah.
Now, put that on homemade biscuit. Good Lord.
Don't taste like coffee?
Well, the diner, I don't know if it started from diners, but you know how they had pot of coffee. They would leave it overnight and then the cook would make the gravy out of it.
Yeah. You got to have country ham. Don't get none of this city ham. That's that wimpy. You got to get the country gravy with the salt and everything to it. That's what makes your best red eye gravy right there with your coffee.
Like a good pork steak.
Now, like I said, it's been years since I've ate any.
They don't
The
make
only
it
thing,
anymore.
the only thing I know is made with country ham and coffee.
Yeah.
I really don't know how to make it.
I didn't even know what it was, and I had it, and I was like, "Ooh, this is good."
Mm-hmm.
It gives you a kick too.
Oh, I bet.
Now, Carol Z, I don't know about where you're at, but Cracker Barrel around here has changed their sausage. When they cook
No,
it,
oh,
it does not look like it's done. It looks like the inside of it is still raw.
no, they don't make good biscuits and gravy. It's like Bob
Not
Evans.
no
They don't
more.
make good biscuits and gravy either.
Not no more. Not like they
No.
used to.
It's hit and miss.
Hey,
Cracker
zombie.
Barrel used to.
Now, I would say if they would get somebody that was from the South,
And knew
or
how to cook.
they've had it from the South. That way, they know what
Yeah.
it's supposed to taste like.
Yeah.
Well, say even
Uh,
even when you make your sausage and gravy, you put a little bit of salt and you put a little bit of pepper in it. But you can overkill it with the salt if you
Oh
ain't
yeah,
careful.
Oh yeah.
and it's just like um the flour. You put the flour in there. If you
Oh
don't
God.
cook the flour, your gravy is going to taste like flour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely don't
You
want
gotta
that.
cook it. You gotta cook the gravy till it's kind of like a caramel brown.
Like a
No
roux.
matter. Yeah, before you put your milk in there. And use milk. Well, I've ate it all three ways. I've ate it with milk, water, and half milk and half water. I prefer the milk.
Um, Dana B hasn't heard of red eye gravy. He put coffee in the gravy. No,
No,
they
no,
make
no, no,
gravy
no, no.
out of the coffee.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not trying to be a smart aleck, Dana B. Go to YouTube and look how to make red eye gravy. I'm not for
Is there?
sure how to make it.
I want to see if she's made it.
Yeah, I bet it would be good with a like you said, a piece of ham,
Oh
country
God, yeah.
ham.
Yeah, you cook
Oh,
your
here we
country
go.
ham.
Here we go.
She's
We
made
got
it.
it.
Yep. Traditional
Okay.
Appalachian meal. Ham, red eye gravy, and homemade biscuits.
Oh
Mm.
yes.
And they don't mind me playing this, so I'll go ahead and play it.
So you
Just
got to
got
cook.
goosebumps.
You have to cook your ham first. Then you got after the ham's done, you save all your bits and pieces out of there. Then you put your coffee in.
Probably their ham, I imagine.
Oh yeah. All right.
Hey y'all, it's Megan. Welcome back. Tonight I'm fixing a real traditional Appalachian meal. Probably been fixing this kitchen hundreds and hundreds of times, not just by me, but by those.
How long is this
before me.
video?
Okay, hold on a second. Look up in the top corner right there.
I can't see it. Bacon grease.
No, that's garlic, fermented garlic and honey.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
And
Yep.
I just want to share it with y'all.
Okay.
We're having country ham, red eye gravy.
I'll go ahead and
eggs,
speed it up. That way we
straight
get
out the
time to
chicken
watch
coop,
it.
No,
biscuits.
I'm going to the bathroom.
The best tip I
Well,
can
hurry
give
up.
when cooking from scratch at home.
I'm working
Nice
on that.
sunflowers.
Always start with what's going to take the longest. And I forgot to mention just now we have fried potatoes too. So
And if you look, this is what the only thing they cook on in the South is cast iron skillets.
That's all you need.
potatoes will take the longest. I seen a meme floating around Facebook here a while back. It said my toxic Appalachian trait is I think potatoes go with every meal. Well, y'all, that's my toxic trait. I don't think it's toxic. I love potatoes. I literally every meal. I can eat potatoes with every meal. When we got fresh potatoes coming in, you better
Me
bet we
too.
have some form of potato every single night. Okay? Tonight is fried potatoes. Got me a little butter in my pan over here. Potato chunks in there.
Yeah.
So y'all,
Especially when it came out of your own garden.
Yeah.
Lord is good. He is so good. we over this weekend, which won't be the weekend by the time y'all see this, but over the weekend we have had 2 inches of rain. Now, ain't that a blessing? Ain't he good? Because I told you, it might get us a little antsy sometimes, but he'll give us what we need. And tickled to death over that rain, hoping that I was going to say hoping that the garden perks back up, but shoot, it's already perked back up. You look out there, everything looks green. The grass looks green. We had already had to put out 2 rolls of hay to the cows and the horses. The grass in the pasture is starting to green up a little bit. This makes me happy.
All it
You ever
takes.
cook fried potatoes like this? I don't know what you're missing, y'all. These are some fresh red potatoes that we went down there and dug the other day. Still got to get up all of our white potatoes. They wasn't quite ready when we got these red ones up, so we're going to give them just a little bit longer. My papa always said you wasn't supposed to get them up during the dog days, but it always seems to fall during the dog days when it comes to get them
Dog
up.
days.
Y'all ever heard that?
Yeah.
I don't
Papa
even
used to
hear
say
that
all
up
the time.
here.
All right, so
Okay.
we're gonna let these go
Well, you've been to the south, you know you can feel it.
grease in the pan. May need to add a little more. Well, I mean, I know it will. These potatoes will suck it up over time. So I'm gonna let them get going. I gotta get started on the biscuits. Got my oven preheated. I got 2 cups of all-purpose flour here in my bowl. I'm gonna put a whopping tablespoon of baking powder. Ain't gonna put no baking soda because I ain't using buttermilk.
Now, that's a
so
biscuit making
no
bowl.
baking soda.
Yep.
Yes, it is, and I got one.
Make sure all
My
that sticks
grandmother
together.
had it.
No, my flour's not sifted.
Yeah.
I've had people call me out on that on videos before.
Wife won't
I don't
let
ever
me
sift
use
my
it either.
flour unless I'm making like a cake or something. So my biscuits turn out just fine.
Jennifer, what state are you in?
Together good. Pinch of salt, about a teaspoon, I'd say.
You need subtitles? I don't know if subtitles will work
I like to
on
put just a pinch of sugar.
Appalachian.
I don't know if it's good or bad. I understand everything.
You don't have to be precise. Just practice makes perfect.
Well, I guess it does.
Yeah.
Mine don't always turn out perfect. These right here,
It
mine
does.
don't turn out perfect.
Yep.
Huh.
All right. Now I need about 4 to 5
Oh, she's using
tablespoons of
butter instead of lard now.
Just depending on the mood I'm in. Sometimes I use butter, sometimes I use lard, sometimes I use both.
Mm.
Completely
Heck
honest with
yeah.
you. So
And that's homemade butter.
yeah, 4 or 5 tablespoons, I'd say.
Definitely makes a difference.
Yes, it does.
A little bit of time and effort to make it up
Now
and
we're
do
just
the
gonna work this
process.
in.
Hello, Paranormal Highway.
Hey,
This will take
Yeah,
us a
that's how
little
you do it.
minute, y'all.
Once you get it going, it
Want your
starts breaking down
you want
easier.
your butter to be incorporated until it almost favors cornmeal. It's gonna be kind of rough. You don't want no giant chunks of butter in there.
Mm. Look at that ham.
That looks pretty good. Pretty good.
Mm.
Hey,
About a cup of milk.
biscuits don't
Here.
get good.
We're gonna
until
head
it
into a
gets over.
425 oven for about 15 minutes.
I'm
What's your
kind of
favorite thing to
speeding
do
along
with
because
leftover
we only
biscuit
got
dough?
like 6
You can
minutes.
fry it in grease and make it
All right,
little
good
nuts. Yeah.
She's putting them in the oven. I wanted her to get okay. There's the start of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell y'all, you're gonna notice that my ham probably cooks up a little different and looks different than what you're used to buying from the store. So them hams you buy in the store, they're like quick cure. They're injected with like nitrates and stuff. That's what makes them so pink. That's why my ham ain't pink. But they're injected with the cure and stuff and the nitrates and everything. Another reason that's why they're so salty. This ham right here is not nearly as salty as the ham from the store. But this process to cure whole ham takes at least 6 months, not longer than that. Because I don't believe they've even sliced their hams that we did back in the winter. Not yet. So that's why I just wanted to tell you that because
Heck yeah.
You know,
I
people
still
may
got ham.
look at this and say, that ain't country ham. But it is. It's just home cured country ham.
There's the biscuits. Oh,
Oh yeah.
those are
That's
biscuits. Oh,
that's bona fide.
All right, I got to pour out this.
Kind of look like a drop
here.
biscuit a little bit.
Drop as many on my plate as it can hold. Oh yeah.
And it ain't good until you do it in a cast iron
And
pan.
cooking eggs in cast iron, you better let them sit there a minute so they don't stick.
Mm.
yeah. Those for the people that says you can't cook eggs in a cast iron.
I think they meant fried eggs. I can do it.
I love breakfast for dinner.
All that's going to take is wiping that out. See how it's not really stuck? It's just, those are just the extra pieces. All right.
That's
Add
it.
another little dab of lard. Back in my pan, took me about a half a second to wipe them eggs out. I'm going to add my ham grease back in there.
It's good. Just wipe it off.
So you're going to need about 6 ounces of coffee. Is about how much I put in it anyway. And right now I got my Keurig going over there making me 6 ounces of coffee. Wouldn't great grandma have give her arm and leg? Probably. Keurig makes coffee. She would never believe that. So
Yeah.
it'll take about a second to fix me 6 ounces of coffee. And now you can do it one of two ways. You can either add flour to it, which I've done it that way, and I personally like it better that way. Make it a thick gravy, or you just add the coffee and grease, and that's all you do, and you're done. Which is Andy's favorite way. So tonight I won't be adding any
Wow.
any flour. Got my 6 ounces of coffee. Pour it in. And boom. We've got red eye gravy.
It said I
What did it
red eye
say?
gravy.
So as I get overwhelmed with the stuff coming in the
red
garden,
eye
and my
gravy.
kitchen is an absolute wreck.
It's got the same dictionary my phone's
You
got.
can't cook like this and not be a wreck. I hate to tell you. But especially this time of year, like everything's just, I feel like it's a mess all the time. But you know what? There's been a lot of meals cooked in this house, in this very kitchen right here where I'm standing. You know, instead of looking at it as a mess, I'm trying to change my mindset to look at it as blessings. My floor is covered in boxes of potatoes, cucumbers, squash, tomatoes laying in every little corner, you know, right now. It's just the way it is. Got canners sitting in the floor because it's a small house. I don't have very much storage, and I'm not digging these canners out every time I need them because I'm using them right now about every other day, sometimes every day. So right now they just parked in the floor, you know. So I guess I'm telling you this to just tell you, don't be overwhelmed this time of year. Count your blessings. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, try to count your blessings.
Mm-hmm.
Blessings that you have coming into your home and that you're able to do this stuff. And you know, you've learned this skill of cooking, even though it makes a darn mess. You've learned it, and you've got all this food. You're surrounded by food from your garden. What a blessing from God that is. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we're going to get us a plate fixed. All right. So this is Andy's favorite meal, so I told him I'd record him fixing his plate. Tell him how you like to fix it, Andy.
Yeah, it don't get much better than this right here. Well,
I want the rest of them eggs.
I'll take.
Now I'm hungry again.
Oh shoot, yeah, me too.
Oh,
Man.
That was for the gravy.
Yeah. So I got one plate fixed here.
you forgot the green.
Here comes the good part. We got some molasses. that one of my
Oh.
good friends makes.
Molasses for this
Biscuits.
biscuits.
I'm gonna tell you what.
No,
I don't know what they do, but they get it right.
put the biscuit down first. Then sop it up with the molasses.
And then take that red eye gravy.
They're gonna make some
No.
together.
Oh,
I ain't tried that.
Put it out over top of that molasses. I don't know. I may be the only one that does this. This is the way Mom and Daddy always done it.
And if you ain't never tried it, you should try it.
It's good. It don't get much better.
huh.
Might have to try that.
And I'll go ahead and drop their link for anybody that might want to check them out. I had them is about a month ago. Great people.
Yeah,
But
they
it's
are.
time for us to head over to the Vineyard Chicks. Let me go ahead and get their link for you.
You hear the background?
I just turned them on.
They live already. Dixie's got them going.
Yeah. Make sure you guys head over to the Vineyard Chicks. Tomorrow I'll have a special guest. You don't want to miss him. Trust me. He's a great guy. Great story. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Thank you, mods. And we'll catch you out tomorrow and head over to the Vineyard Chicks for tonight.
And thank you for coming.
Yep. Thanks
Good
a
night,
lot.
everybody.